to the UEFA Team of the Year now. Very controversial, I thought this one was. So, Alex, would you do us the honours of reading out the starting 11?
So in goal, we've got Neuer. The defence is Alphonso Davies, Van Dijk, Ramos and Kimmich. In the midfield, you got Thiago and De Bruyne. And the attack is Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Neymar and Lewandowski.
What are our thoughts on this one?
What's De Bruyne doing in there?
That's what I thought.
What's Thiago doing in it?
Yeah, what's Thiago doing in there?
For me, how the hell is Bruno not in that team? I'm sorry. How the hell is Bruno not in that team? No, I'm not. He's been better than De Bruyne and Thiago all of this season.
He's been better than Thiago and De Bruyne combined.
Yeah. He's
risen your team up to a level that they haven't been in a long time.
Yeah. I mean, how the hell Ramos is still in there, I don't have a clue. Because he's done barely anything for them last year. For me, at least Prisnal Kimpembe could have had a shout because he had a decent season for PSG last season.
I don't think Neuer is as good as they make him out to be either anymore.
I think because they won the treble last season, of course, that's why you'll see a lot of Bayern players in there, including Thiago. But I don't know. Like De Bruyne over Bruno, I don't really see why that's happened. I don't know.
I can see De Bruyne being in it more than I can see Thiago being in it. I know you were saying like he was in the treble winning team, but I don't think he was a standout player. I mean, Gnabry's not in it, Muller's not in it, and they have a big shout as well. And a lot of PSG players do as well. I mean, they won the French Cup, the French League, and they went into the Champions League final. So if they'd have won that match, surely some of their players should have been in it more than just Neymar. So a lot of players could probably be in it who are not. So
Jason also said to me that he was surprised that Kimmich got selected as the right back because he has played CDM a couple of times.
I mean, he was very good for Bayern Munich when he wasn't CDM, and I think he played in CDM the whole of last season. So I can't see why he's in right back. And obviously he's thinking, oh, where's Alexander-Arnold? But in terms of last year, I think Kimmich has been a better player than Alexander-Arnold. But are they in the same position? It's questionable.
I'm not sure about Messi either with Barcelona's season last year. I know he was probably the only reason why they weren't anywhere near relegation. Every year he's under consideration for a nominee. I don't think that this year has been his greatest time, especially with everything that has gone on in the past 2 months and just how poorly Barcelona performed as a team. I don't think that Messi should have probably got that spot.
I mean, if we're basing it off how the teams played, then I can see why De Bruyne shouldn't really be in it. But ultimately, at some points last season, he was arguably the best player in the world. So
yeah, De Bruyne is in there because of last season. Because this season he's been awful.
But Bruno was great. Bruno came in last January, so the start of 2020, when this was... So he's had a year as well. And think what he's done. That first game I went to it where he played against Wolves, it was 0-0 in the end. But the amount of creativity was ridiculous. And we've seen it through the whole of it. People have been saying, oh, Bruno United, all this. And he can't even get into the team of the year. Yet De Bruyne can get into it. And he had a fairly decent season, don't get me wrong. But nothing compared to Bruno whatsoever.
I think De Bruyne's season was very good. But because Bruno has improved United so much compared to what they were before he was brought in, I think that alone deserves a place in the team over De Bruyne. Because yes, De Bruyne did have a very good season, and he was arguably at the start of last season, he was arguably the best in the world. But Bruno, because of how much he did elevate United and just the creativity he brought to the table, I think he should have been in that team over, especially him, De Bruyne and Thiago.
Did De Bruyne or Thiago have to carry a team though, like Bruno did?
No,
I think
they already had teams.
And I think De Bruyne did, but not as much, like nowhere near as much as Fernandes did.
Yeah.